Hello Accounting 201 students. This is your teacher Roy Kamida, and what you're looking at is my personal homepage, and you can get here by typing in this address sites.google.com/a/hawaii.edu, one more slash, and then my last name Kamida. And there's lots of information here, including information about myself. But what you really are interested in is information for our course here during the summer 2013 summer session. And if you scroll down, you'll see our class, Accounting 201, Financial Accounting. Eventually this video will be linked under that course title, the video you're looking at right now. But there's also links to our course syllabus, class schedule, and another link to the publisher's website where you're going to be doing all of your graded assignments online. But before we take a look at the contents of these links, here at the top of my homepage is a link to the University of Hawaii's distance education site called Laulima. And if you go to the site, you can get here by using this address, laulima.hawaii.edu, where you have to log in with your UH username and secret password, and when you enter, what you'll see is your My Workspace screen. All of this here is your My Workspace screen, and each tab represents one class you are currently registered in. And if you don't see the one you want, it may be under this My Active Sites tab, but I see what I want, and that's our Accounting 201 here at Leeward College, course record number 59097 for the summer 2013 session. So if you click on that tab, you'll see our Laulima homepage. Here again, Accounting 201 Financial Accounting. And you can see a cover of our textbook. Looks like a guy going down a zip line. I'm not sure what the relationship between ziplining and accounting is. I guess both are exciting. To me, accounting is exciting, although I've never ziplined in my life. Maybe I should try it one day. Okay, so I'm Roy, and the easiest way to get a hold of me is by email, kamida@hawaii.edu. Or another way of emailing me besides your regular email account is to use this mail tool, and you can pick roles, and I'm the only instructor. So if you check that off, and you can type in your subject and the content of images and send it to me, and it'll go to my hawaii.edu email account, which I check regularly, periodically. I try to get back within an hour. And you should be checking your hawaii.edu email account also regularly, because when I send the whole class announcements, it'll be emailed to you in your hawaii.edu email account. Also, class messages that I send out will be listed off here on the right side of our homepage, called Accounting 201, and then the date I send it to you, and the title is called Class Message, just a repeat of what's emailed to you. Now I do post up announcements here on the right side of our homepage called FYIs that I do not email to you. So you gotta log into our Laulima account to open it up and read them. And older announcements again will be off in this link here in a folder. That's probably more than 10 messages ago. Again, it'll be first listed here, and then all the ones listed in this folder. Here's a link to that Connect Publisher site that we'll get into. This discussion folder, I just leave it up to students for whatever they want to post, to contact other students for help. Again, if you want direct help from me, the best way to get that is by email, and not posting up questions that I don't answer here in the discussion folder. It's just for student-to-student contact. Resources, if I do have handouts, it will be linked here in the resources folder. Here's a link back to my personal homepage. For syllabus and schedule, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the syllabus first. Again, our class is Accounting 201, Financial Accounting. Most business majors have to take this class, and you'll get 3 semester credits when you're completed. And my name again is Roy. Because this is an online class, we don't have regular office hours, but if you want to meet me, that's by appointment. Here on our Leeward College campus, I'm in the Business Education building. My phone number, I don't check it too often for messages because I'm not there, but it's best to contact me by email. Here's a link to Laulima. Here's a link to our publisher's website, again called Connect, and links to our class schedule and a folder of supplemental videos. I'll let you read the course description on your own. And let's see what else. Going down the syllabus, to be able to take this class, there's an English and math prereq, or something equivalent to that. Here's our book, Financial Accounting, Information for Decisions. And if you buy it from the Leeward College bookstore, packaged with the book is an access code to the online Connect Plus system. Again, this is where you're going to be doing all of your graded assignments online. We're using the 6th edition. The author's name is Wild, publisher McGraw-Hill. If you don't have your book at the start of the semester, you can get an online trial version. Because we have the Plus version here of Connect, there's an e-book attached to Connect that you can read besides the hard copy. And that trial version lasts just 3 weeks. So you gotta get an access code. And to me, the most affordable place to get a printed copy and access code is here at the Leeward College bookstore for this price. Whenever someone asks you, what did you learn in Accounting 201? Well, if you successfully complete the class, here's all the main objectives, outcomes for our semester. Okay, so now what you really are interested in is how do you get that A grade you're shooting for? Well, here's all the graded activities going to be covering during the semester. We'll be doing 12 chapters. There's possibly more chapters than that in our textbook, but the first 12 chapters. And for each chapter, you're going to be assigned something called Learnsmart. Learnsmart are like flashcards where you have to answer individual questions. And there's a set number of questions you have to answer correctly. And there's no time limit, and you can keep on repeating the Learnsmart questions until you get a perfect score of 100 for one chapter. Again, there's 12 chapters, so here's the total points for Learnsmart. Okay, and then for each chapter we have to do homework. Homework are like exercises at the end of the chapter, but again, you're going online to Connect and doing it online at the publisher's site. And each chapter's homework is assigned 100 points. But unlike the Learnsmart questions, each homework, chapter's homework assignment can be done only 3 times. And each time you submit your homework, all of the problems, all of the questions, you'll get feedback in terms of correct answers and incorrect answers. And if it's incorrect, it won't tell you what the correct answer is because you have, again, up to 3 attempts. Okay, it's only after the last 3rd attempt it'll show you what the correct solution is for any incorrect answers you are given. Again, a maximum of 100 points for each chapter. So again, that's another 1,200 points. So after we finish 3 chapters, we're going to have our first exam. There's going to be 4 exams during this semester. Each exam is going to be 3 chapters. Each exam is worth 400 points. Most exam questions are going to be multiple choice. Even though it's multiple choice, there are going to be calculations. You gotta break open your calculator or spreadsheet to answer a lot of the questions. Okay, so 4 times 400, that's another 1,600 points. And then we're going to have a project that's broken down into 3 parts. Projects are like big homework problems. And even though you're doing this in Connect that has a maximum of 100 points, I'm going to increase the grade factor by 2.5 for the first 2 parts and by a factor of 5 for the last 3rd part. So you can see that's 1,000 points total for the project. So if you add up all the points, the total points for the semester maximum is 5,000. And we use a standard curve to get your course grade. So 90% and above is an A, 80 through 89 is a B, and so forth. We don't want to see any points down here. Okay, going further down, you can see more detailed description of the Learnsmart activities, homework, exams, and also the project. So I'll let you read that on your own. Now, because this is an online class, you gotta be self-disciplined and study on your own. So for each assigned chapter, and I'll keep on reminding this to you by email periodically, how to study each chapter. For each chapter, and let's see if we can do it, we're going to take a look at some narrated slides at the Connect site. Then I want you to read. I know a lot of students don't like reading, but you gotta read to be able to be successful in this class. You gotta read the assigned chapter, either in the hard copy you got, or if you have the Connect Plus version of Connect, there's going to be an ebook you can read online. Okay, and then there are videos I recorded, but it's not for our book, but for a related textbook, and I think they're pretty good, even though I did it myself. Okay, so I'm going to refer you to watch those videos. They may not match up exactly with our book, but the concepts are still the same. Then you can do the Learnsmart modules for each chapter. You can keep on doing them over and over until you get 100 points. Then you're going to be working on the chapter homework, but you cannot do it over and over. You're only going to have 3 attempts for each whole assignment. And then once we finish 3 chapters, you're going to have to study for an exam. An exam can be only taken 1 time. I know some teachers let you take it 2 times, but this class, you got to get it good on the first attempt, so you got to be ready when you take it. Okay, so this is the course syllabus. So let's go back to Laulima. I just came from this syllabus link. Let's take a look at the schedule. Okay, so here are the due dates for chapter 1. The Learnsmart and the homework are due on these dates. Again, here's a maximum of 100 points. In fact, if you save this save this web page to your computer, you can open it up in Excel and you can enter your points here and put a formula at the bottom to total up your points. Okay, so once you finish the chapter 1, you move on to chapter 2, Learnsmart and homework. Here I say to start project 1 or part 1 of project. And then chapter 3, so once we finish 3 chapters, here's your exam. The exam will be, all of these assignments and exams are already open. You can start them already, but do not do so until you're ready. Everything will provide you feedback after you submit it, except the exam. The results of the exam will not be released until the day after this due date. Okay, maybe 1 hour after the due date. But everything else, you'll get the feedback once you submit it. And everything's open and available already. So if I scroll further down, here is where project 1, part 1 is due. Even though I say to start early, I kind of spread the due dates for the projects throughout the semester to give you time to work on it. But don't wait to the last minute. Again, this is the schedule. Here's all the points. Here's all the due dates. Maximum of 5,000 points for the semester. Again, letter grade based upon a standard curve. Okay, I just came from this schedule link here from Laulima. Eventually, all your graded activities will be posted here in this scores folder. Sometime, usually the day after a due date, I post up the scores for that activity that was just due. Here's a link to supplemental videos, and it's sorted by chapters. So here are a couple videos I recorded, again based upon the contents of a different, well, this 2 here is from our book, but most of them are based upon another book. So the terminology may be slightly different, but the concepts are all the same. Okay, so I recommend you to read or to watch these videos if you don't understand the reading, what you're reading in the chapter, and you gotta read. Okay, so let's try going to connect. This may not be the best place to go to connect here. It's opening up in a window within Laulima. Let me try the one from this link here, from this, let's say from the syllabus. I also have a link inside of the schedule. So here's the link to McGraw-Hill's Connect. Now before you can log in, you have to register your access code. So here's a link. Here's my picture. Here's a picture of the book. Here's a link to register your access code before you can sign in. So first it's asking you for an email address. So I recommend you use your hawaii.edu email address, but I'll just make up one here just to move on to the next screen. And if you have your access code, you can enter it here. Or if you don't have any money right now, and eventually are, and I recommend you to buy it from the Leeward College bookstore. That's the most affordable versus buying it just here where you're only buying online access. Okay, if you do just buy only online access, buy the Connect Plus version. The Plus will give you an ebook. The regular Connect account does not give you an ebook, the textbook. But if you want to get a free trial version for 3 weeks, you can click on this link. You still have to register. Here it says I have to get it renewed by this date, just 3 weeks worth of free use. And here you have to fill in this registration information, and they'll remind you when your 3 weeks are over. And again, you buy your access code either from the Leeward College bookstore, which I recommend, or you can buy it here online. Yeah, online using a credit card. So go ahead and use that access code. You get a permanent account. So let's see if I can log in again here. Where am I? Syllabus, McGraw-Hill, and I'll use my teacher access. I don't think you can see my password. Kamida at hawaii.edu, and my secret password you cannot read gets me to our, well, you won't see this, but what you'll see is our Accounting 2-1 homepage. Okay, and you can see going down the column here are all of the assignments for everything. So here you see the red brain, that's Learnsmart for chapter 1, and here is the due date. And what's missing is the chapter 1 homework assignment, because I've already did my student version. It's not allowing me more than 3 attempts. I think I did 3 already. But let's try this Learnsmart. So I click on the link. No thanks. And here is the chapter 1 link, and here's the first question. It tells me I need to do 39 more correct answers before I get 100% points. And before answering the question here, it's asking me what's my confidence level, and I'll just say probably. So Marcel's company provided catering services at a wedding. The bride is billed $4,000 and will be paying during the following month. Record this transaction in Marcel's accounting equation by increasing accounts receivable, increasing revenue, or this one here, or this one here, or this one here. You have to click on the right answer. Sometimes there's more than one right answer, but looks like it's only one I can click on. So I'll pick on this one, and green check marks is what you're looking for, and it's correct. So I'll move on to the next one by clicking yes. And I'll just say, yes, I'm confident. Oh, notice I got 30 more 8 to do, yeah, to get a perfect 100 points. Let me just click on one here and submit. Oh, I guessed it correct. I didn't mean to do that. Let's try again. And I'll just type in da 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 and da 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 and submit. Okay, I got it wrong. You don't like to see red X's, and that's not going to change now the number I need to answer here. So let me back out of this. This is Learnsmart. Okay, I get identified by the red brain here. And you have an infinite amount of tries, but you have to do it by the due date. Now for homework assignments, and you can see that I do not have a chapter 1 homework because I've used up all my 3 attempts. So let me try chapter 2. And here it says I'm using my first of 3 attempts. And you can see in this drop down list I have 11 sets of questions to work on. So here's question number 1, which is a interactive presentation. So if I click on this button, you actually will see a video being played.
After completing the module relating to this analytical
I'm not sure if you can hear the narration.
Analyze the
I can
impact
hear
of
it in my
transactions on accounts
headphones.
and financial statements.
So you click on the next button. There's 9 slides according to this information up here.
Analyzing and processing business transactions. We analyze a set of transactions.
You can pause. You can scrub forward or back. Well, yeah, forward or backwards, and continue playing. Or I think you can jump to the next screen, or here a menu of the different slides. Eventually you'll be asked to do some questions, and you just pick them from here. Again, you have an infinite, no, I shouldn't say infinite, you have 3 attempts for the whole homework assignment. Okay, so let me exit from this question here. Okay, so that would be question 1. I can move to question number 2, and here I would have to read the question up here and type in some kind of numeric answer here. Okay, numeric answer. There's some links that may help you down here. Now, if I do not finish my work, I can always save and exit. What you do not want to do is submit. Submit means you're submitting all 11, in this case, questions, and you have only 3 submission attempts. Okay, so if I submit right now, it'll warn me I have lots of incomplete questions, and if I submit anyway, well, let's see, show answer, show answer. It doesn't show me answers, though. But let me get out of here, and if I go back into my homework assignment again for chapter 2, it should show that I've used up one of my, looks like I still have my first anyway. It should show I've on my second of 3 attempts, and it'll I can see what I got right or wrong. Again, green check marks are good, red X's are wrong, and I have again total of 3 attempts to submit all 11 questions. So again, don't submit after just finishing 1 question. Answer everything first before you use up one of your attempts. Okay, so that's homework here in Connect. And here's our home page in Connect. So eventually what you're going to see here is an exam. Exams are already available, but because you only have 1 attempt, do not try it until you're ready, but you have to do it by the due date. There's also project parts linked up here in Connect. Again, the project due dates are kind of spread further down the line, so I'll give you more time to work on it. Okay, so everything is here to be graded on. Some other tools off to the left side, right side of the screen. You can go into Connect once you finish it. You can always go back to, not Connect, but to Learnsmart here to review all the chapters. Okay, all the chapters. But first do them in the assignments listed in that column by the due date, to get credit. Okay, so that's Learnsmart. I know this video is getting kind of long. Let me show you one more thing here in Connect. Here's the library tab. And for you guys, you should see a student resources link, not instructor, but student resources, that take you to another site called Learning Center, where there are chapters, like here's chapter 1, a practice quiz that don't count for any points, some templates if you want to do homework on Excel templates, but again, you do it online at Connect for credit, PowerPoints, and here this narrated slides. This is something I want you guys to look at.
In presentations for each chapter in this
Again,
text,
I hear narration in the background in the headphones.
to go along with the material on your
you
screen.
can pause, you can scroll to different slides, and then continue.
Accounting is an information and measurement system
About half an hour's
identifies,
worth, 20
records,
minutes
and
worth of
communicates
slides.
information that is relevant.
Okay. So do that first, I believe, probably both as a preview of the chapter and as a review of the chapter. Okay. So let me get out of here. Again, if you have any questions, contact me, Kamida at hawaii.edu.